Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing this makeup tutorial which you guys requested about 2 weeks ago when I made my 6-month hormone update. You guys were really requesting this greenish look that I was wearing. I honestly just sat down that day and was like, I haven't incorporated color into my looks in a while, so I was like, okay, you know what, just sit down. There were some new MakeupGeek shadows that had came out that I had just freshly put into a Z palette, so I wanted to kind of play around. So that is what I did. I just kind of took the green and kind of went with it. Yes, there's a lot of neutrals. This is still a very warm look, but I did use a lot of new products in this tutorial for you guys because honestly I feel like I always use the same products or the same looks and it just kind of gets a little bit on the repetitive side. So I did use a lot of new products today, but I first wanted to say before we even jump into this tutorial that I'm so sorry that I did not have a video up last week, guys. It has been so crazy here in my life, honestly. You guys know my birthday was the 19th of this month, so I had my birthday weekend, and that was the Sunday I didn't have a video. It's because I just did not have time to film a video that week. I was so busy, with work. I work in retail, so we were getting ready for Black Friday, and that's over, thank God. But now, the holidays are upon us, and it's just a crazy, crazy, crazy time of year. But I just wanted to first of all tell you guys, that won't ever happen again. I honestly just did not have time to, let you guys know that, there wasn't going to be a video. I'm really excited about this tutorial. I really needed to jump back in with a makeup tutorial, and I honestly really love how this came out. I mean, this really isn't, crazy fall appropriate, but I mean, honestly, it's do you. I wanted to have this video up before Thanksgiving, but again, things got kind of crazy, because you guys could have worn this to, Thanksgiving. But you guys can also wear this to Christmas because I feel like this green really kind of just stands out and it's gorgeous. These are all MakeupGeek shadows on my eyes today, and honestly, they're still one of my favorite brands for eyeshadows just because they blend so nicely and the pigment is so there. I did have a little bit more fallout with the green, as you guys are going to see in this video. I did have a little bit more fallout than I would have liked to, but honestly, it's super easy. Just get a makeup wipe and clean it up. That is why I always do my eyes first when I'm doing something a little bit on the dramatic side, and then I will kind of leave it so then I don't mess up my foundation and the rest of my skin. So guys, before I ramble on too much longer, I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you do, definitely give it a thumbs up and let me know what other makeup tutorials you guys want to see down in the comments below. Also, I mean, just let me know what other videos you guys want to see, just what types of videos. I really kind of want to do a question and answer soon, so if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I feel like I'm really kind of feeling a question and answer. It's been a while. I feel like why the hell not? Without further ado, if you guys want to see how to achieve this bold green smoky eye, then just keep on watching. Mwah. Hey guys, so we're just jumping into my extra large Z palette and we're mixing Orange Soda by Anastasia Beverly Hills and Peach Smoothie by MakeupGeek, and I'm taking this on a Sigma E40. This is just a blending brush, just really fluffy, so I use this all the time for my transition shades. And as you guys see, I'm going to focus it mostly in the crease to kind of get that definition, and then when there's nothing left on my brush, in circular motions, I'm going to blend upwards. This is just going to give me the initial depth that I want, and then we're going to deepen it as we go along. So we're just doing the same thing on the other eye, just starting from inner corner to outer corner, windshield wiper motions, and then when there's nothing left on the brush, we're going to blend upward. And then we're going to be jumping in with Bake Sale, and this is by MakeupGeek. It's one of her new shades. Sorry guys, I'm sick, so we're just going to roll with this. And we're taking that Sigma E40, and we're going to be blending this on the outer corner and then kind of taking this through the crease just a little bit, just to add a little bit more on the depth side, because this was a little bit more of a cool toned shade. And I really wanted to do some mixtures of cools and warm tones in this look, just because I felt like I always do full warm looks. Then we're going to be jumping in with Sidekick, which we jumped right back into an orangey shade. And we're taking a Sigma E25, and I'm first kind of patting this on the outer corner, on the outer V. And then as you guys see, I will drag it through my crease just at the crease line. I don't really raise it up too much. I really want the depth to be kind of focused right in the crease. And then I will turn my brush to the side, as you guys are going to see. And then I will blend this out. So I really want to focus most of the pigment on the outer corner just to give that really sunken in smoky effect. And then I will drag it throughout the crease. And as you guys see, I did turn my brush to the side just to kind of blend that out. And then we're doing the same thing over here. We're just taking that same Sidekick shade and the Sigma E25, applying the most of it in the outer corner, and then we're going to drag it through the crease all the way to the inner corner. If you guys have close set eyes, I probably wouldn't recommend dragging it all the way in to your inner corner because it'll kind of make your eyes look a little bit closer, but I feel like I like the way that it looks when my whole eye is smoked out. Then we're just taking this nice gray shade. I have no idea what the name of this is. I will list it down below. And this Smith brush. And I'm focusing this right in this outer V. And I'm making sure it's really, really dark out there. And then I will drag it, like I said, directly in the crease line. It's okay if you get this on your lid. That's okay if it's a little sloppy. But make sure you're not going any higher than your crease. You want to make sure if you're being a little bit sloppy, make sure to just have it on the lid, because it's when it gets higher and higher and higher, it's really hard to blend out, and then it looks like a whole mess. So make sure you're really just focusing this in your crease. Take your time, and then you can blend it out after. Like I said, doesn't matter if it gets on the lid. We are going to be applying a separate lid shade, so don't worry. But I really want to make sure that we're getting the depth that we want. And then I'm just taking the Sigma E40 and just blending that out. Always take your time to blend. I swear to God, I'm a blending Nazi. Like, I cut out so much blending because it takes so long. So I'm just going to kind of drag this through the crease, make sure we're focusing it on the inner corner, outer corner. I want to make sure it's pretty even on the pigmentation in the inner corner and the outer corner, and just make sure you take your time. There's no reason to rush. Then just taking the Sigma E40 and a little bit more of that peach smoothie and orange soda and just blending that out so the line isn't so harsh. Then we're going to be jumping in with this shade, which is probably one of my favorite new shades that she came out with, and it is called Epic. It is this nice, like, greenish, I don't even know how I could describe this green, like a snake green, like emerald green maybe. It's so pretty, like, and I love her eyeshadows. I think this is a foiled shade, if I'm not mistaken. It is a foiled shade. Usually they don't give me too much fallout. This one, like I said in the beginning, did give me a little bit more fallout than I had hoped. But honestly, look at it. The color is gorgeous and the pigment is there. Then I'm just taking that Smith brush and a little bit more of that gray shade and applying this just on the outer corner to blend it in so it's not such a harsh, stark line and we have more of that depth back in our eye. And then I'm just taking the Sigma. This is just a flat brush. It's just kind of like a concealer brush. But I think the concealer brushes work so well for applying lid shadows that are like shimmery. I feel like they really grasp the pigment and they apply it. They apply it like smoothly, but I also have a lot of control. And then I'm just taking the same Smith brush, the gray shade, and blending in the outer corner. Then we're going to be applying the Eylure Lashes in the style Gilded. These are the new mink ones. I'm obsessed with them. I've used these ones many times. Like I said, Eylure is probably my favorite drugstore brand for lashes, or just favorite brand of lashes like to date. And then I'll just take my tweezers and make sure my natural lashes and my falsies are mixed. Then we're taking PoreFessional by Benefit. Love this primer, and we're going to be focusing this on all the areas where I have huge pores, which is pretty much my whole entire face. Then we're taking the Benefit Stick Foundation, and this is in the shade Spin the Bottle. I have been living for this foundation. I swear to God, it's so easy. The coverage is so nice. I do apply it with a brush, though. Sorry, guys. I do apply it with a brush just because I feel like beauty blenders kind of like don't give cream foundations like justice. They like don't do them justice. So I do take a brush because I do want to make sure that I still am very full coverage with it. And I'm just taking the Sigma brush. Everything listed down below, you guys know. And just I'm going in circular motions, kind of just pressing this foundation into my skin. I do go again with a second layer just because I feel like the first layer wasn't full coverage enough for me. But as you guys will see, it's very full coverage and it's a nice consistency. So then we're just taking the Urban Decay Naked Weightless Concealer. I know, guys, I'm still trying to get the Tarte one. I feel like it's been out of stock for so long, and I don't know when I'll ever get my hands on it, but I've been dying to try it because, not that I don't love this one, I do, but I just feel like you guys have been telling me to try it for so long, and I'm kind of just like, I need it in my life. Then we're just taking the Sigma brush. We kind of just through the Beauty Blender to the waist side for this tutorial. And I'm just pressing this underneath my eye and really just blending this into the skin, making sure I'm looking up to get right up to that lash line so then we don't have any like darkness peeking through. Because as you guys see, like there's darkness right up to my lashes. And I want to make sure we have like a bright under eye to kind of match this really green, intense, smoky eye that we have got going on. Then I'm going to be taking the CoverGirl translucent powder and just setting this with a Sigma tapered highlighting brush. It's so dirty, but like, what are you going to do? This is my favorite way to set my under eyes because this brush is so small and it is tapered. It fits right underneath my eye and it sets everything so nicely. And then I'm going to take the e.l.f. complexion brush, which you guys know, favorite way to set my whole entire face. This brush is huge. So it just like, it cuts down the time in half of trying to set your whole entire face. Like this brush like covers my like one half of my face with like 2 or 3 like stamps, which is nice. Then we're going to be taking this MAC brush and we are going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. Just bronzing up our skin. I feel like this foundation was a little bit on the light side, so I wanted to bring some color back into my skin. I felt like I was looking a little bit on the ghost side, even though it's winter and I am at my palest. I feel like I still need to add a little bit of warmth to my skin so that I can look a little bit on the alive side. And then we're going to be baking. I have not baked in a hot minute. And we're just going to be taking some of that translucent powder and cleaning up underneath our contour. I feel like I always have to bake when I use something that's not like a super full coverage foundation. I don't know why. It's just like a thing. Then we're going to be taking the blush Warm Soul by MAC. This is the original formula. I know. I still have it. I know that a couple people have said that the formula of the new one has changed, but I'm obsessed with this one. Then we're taking the MakeupGeek highlighter in Midnight Sun. I am obsessed with these. I have been literally using this one constantly. They have so many other ones. They have some like holographic ones that I'm really excited to use. I just haven't like came up with like a solid look yet for it. But when I do, you guys will obviously see those in full effect. Then we're just taking this fan brush from Sigma and applying the highlighter on the top of my cheek. We're not highlighting the rest of my face. I'm just going to kind of stick with it just being on the high points of my cheek. I wanted this to kind of be a pretty like focused on the eye look. I didn't want it to be like super dewy skin and then like this dramatic eye. So we're just keeping it simple. Then I'm taking this flat definer brush and I'm just taking the shade Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is the blackest black I've ever used. Focusing this right on the lash line, and then we're going to be taking the Sigma E25 and we're going to be blending that out. We're just mixing the shade Sidekick and Bake Sale together and just blending that out on our lower lash line. And then I'm going in with the black a little bit more because I really wanted the black to be super, super, super intense because I really like how a intense smoked out lower lash line looks. I feel like it just makes your eyes look really sultry. And that is the look that we were going for. And then I'm just taking a little bit of that Midnight Sun and we're going to be highlighting the inner corner. I felt like it was kind of necessary because this look was kind of dark. So I wanted to highlight my inner corner just to bring some light into the inner corner. Make my eyes look a little bit more awake instead of kind of like closed off because we have a lot of black going on in our eyes. Then for our lips, we're taking Kylie Cosmetics Candy K lip liner and liquid lipstick. I'm first lining my lips, even though I'm not a big fan of lip liner. I do like her lip liners. I feel like they are soft and they are easy to use. I've had MAC lip liners. I just feel like they're so hard and they're not smooth. They're not buttery. Like, it doesn't easily line my lips. I feel like I've got to press really hard. These, it's just kind of like glide them on your lips and call it a day. So I'm just lining my lips just to make it easier for when I go ahead and apply the liquid lipstick after. I won't have to worry about like overdrawing or fixing and evening out my lips. I'm just going to do that with the lip liner first and then fill it in with the liquid lipstick. I love this shade. This is the old formula. I still want to maybe purchase some new ones. I don't know if you guys have tried any. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, like down in the comments, because I'm curious to know. And then after this, guys, after you're done filling in your lips, this tutorial is all Done. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys try this look out, definitely tag me on Instagram. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Mwah.